leaves fall for the end of summer's peace, leaves us with the memories that we piece together of the summer nights. Some we might like to forget, actions acting over the better parts of our intellect, words and actions that we impulse interject. Nevertheless, nevermore, the autumn leaves touch the floor, and that is beneath the tree. My mates tell me, or the old bloke at the pub tells me, because the more I claim to be me, the further from the truth I seem. But oh well, I guess that's just me. I would say trust me, but I wouldn't do that either. Delirium, last natural disbeliever, makes you mistake the bread knife for the cleaver, the chef for the cleaner. And yet again, I'm still a dreamer to believe I have access to either. The truth is that I've neither. Never mind the gap, the glass ceiling's a class trap, the doors and of course the view seen from the floor. Upstairs or down, the balcony or the ground. Yeah, another door knocking, you know I've never allowed that sound. You never know who's coming in or who's going out. The only true things that have left my mouth. Right, simple, smile till you see the dimples, wear a shirt still crinkles, still attractive when I wear my wrinkles. Simple thinking's got me feeling sinful. Maybe in all that, maybe I'll miss a crack, so I'll miss a gap between the train and the platform. My name's at the norm, the neighbours yawn up at the crack of dawn. Nothing different about this rap race, flat face, and there was a catch case since back in the day when we'd all play in the state, running from the police in every way. Or so I'd like to say, I think it sounds better that way. Brown buildings in the clouds of grey, buzzers buzz and doors get knocked to see if Jay can come out to play. Keep ball in the alleyway, I race the bites and days and night, learn to jump the jumps, get the bruises, cuts and bumps, find a simple ways to explain some mums. Spend $2.50 on shits of lunch or thereabouts, never said there's a fair amount. Still makes me laugh where we get our mates to go halves in between the state and the grass, a hazy sky lark. Back in the days when the only things we were hired were slim. It's about Christmas called Edinburgh. Bumping London to Eddie Mainline, throwbacks to 15, we all tell the same lies to inspectors. Injectors with laughter so infectious, oh how the morphine protects us, late night house pie accepts us, uni flats in the time before the lections, conversations that sets us apart from the music and the lights in the dark, just like ketamine, KO in the park, sniffing snow white shards, hitting so sharp, we swallow our pride and let the crystals rest inside, allow the effects to take over our minds, we roam over cobblestones, back to the flat that we call our home for the night. Let's hang on. Lay in the road of passing cars, we look up at the stars at night and know for a moment everything might be alright. Leather coat rests by my side, perfect for the evening of late July. Door opens, we make our way inside. Cling to the side of the wall, hang on, make our way inside. Hoping affects the sides, we cling to the side of the wall. Look over the barrier for the sight of the fall. Floor force tall with high ceilings, a slight feeling to entertain the sensation of endless flight, so I might just hang from the side. Just like how I did in the flats back at home, searching for a feeling never shown, searching for a purpose never known. 20 years grown, still doing the same shit. Drugs that gave my youth a facelift. Going into the living room, do the bed up makeshift. Stack up the sofa pillows just beneath the windows, lay on top. These nights didn't say a lot, but nor did they need to. Reactions that they spoke through, the silent stoners and the joke cutes. Nights of swollen cans and stolen cans and swollen hands, to a morning of in the moment plans, bus rides and boot fares, knock off knock knocks and who's theirs. Who cares, catches the roof snares and 2 pairs and 3 pieces, uncles and nieces, blows up believe it, there's still a chance to retrieve it. Thank you, that's Ellen. I performed the middle one last week, I thought I'd perform the last one now, and then maybe next week you get the first one if you like. Alright, so it's called Cut the Chord. I wonder, of course, who cut the cord, changed out the double bass and the harpsichord. Oh dear Lord, what a sight am I, the dark rings under my eyes. Why am I so surprised? It's only ever 5:30 when I'm able to close my eyes, but there's my right, the blue light making my red eyes go blind, and you know what, I don't even mind, because that way it means I won't be able to see the time, nor will it mean that I'll have to close the blinds when the sun is only halfway up the sky. Maybe I'll still hear the magpies when they come to say hi, be that old familiar guy, convince myself that anywhere on earth could be the countryside. So why would I cry at loss of sight? The four and the hind is already lost to my time. Forget stuck in the clocks of my mind. Can't tell if I'm coming or going, whether the sun is out or if it's snowing. Whoever claims to be forever knowing better start to get going, I'll probably follow suit. like solitaires and the blues and twos and hot pursuit. Well, my friend, here's to you. And that's like ages ago now, like a couple of last Easter, so it's about a year, over a year. It's called Forget Me Not. I wrote it for a friend, or after a conversation with a friend, and I was don't forget me, don't forget you not screams above all else, above all health, the statement pinnacles what you base on wealth, the crazy statement that graces shells, the daisy chain melts, something up a heartfelt. Along those lines, still heard amongst those cries, money morning sighs, money morning lies, and laying come out the window. Another fire, I don't think so. We have plans to grab a drink, so I'm parched, live chat to the bus go past the park, how that's our fireman laugh. It's a shame to say it's only half past after dark. Anyway, forget what I was meant to say, we can play about chest pain since like yesterday, but it's calm, I'm feeling better than what I did yesterday. And the fact remains, I'm just chatting shit, but hey, I know it's fake, I just thought there's something left to say. And that's Forget Me Not. That's a what? It's a flower, isn't it? It's a flower, yeah. Forget Me Not. It's alright, so it's fun. Right, so the next one is called Simple. I normally dedicate to someone that's like, what's their favourite poem, so I dedicate to Stark with Zohar, who's I'll read it. It's just about reminiscing and growing up, it's like nostalgia. So I'll that one come up. Right, so Simple. I just want to keep it simple, smiles easy as dimples, with a shirt still crinkles, still attractive well over wrinkles, simple things what I'm feeling simple. Like maybe aim a lap, maybe I miss a crack, so I miss a gap between the train and the platform, the lady's drawn up at the crack of the door, nothing different about his rat race, flat face. Unable to catch case since back in the day, when we were playing in the state, running from the police now if you wait, or something like to say, I think it sounds better that way. Brown buildings and the clouds are grey, buzzers, buzzing doors, getting up to the CSJ, you can come out to play, kick ball in the alleyway, or race the bikes and days tonight. Learn to jump the jumps, get the bruises, cuts and bumps, find a simple way to explain it to our mums, spend $2.50 on chips and lunch and thereabouts. Never said that it's a fair amount, get your mates to go hard, still makes me laugh. Back in the day when we ride down the path, from the state in the grass, the days in the park, the hazy sky laugh. When the swings and the slides, running things would hide, it was healthy to believe in the imagination of your mind. Change it all for a nickel or a dime. You'd have thought I was 45 when I'm trying to hit rewind to a simpler time. Simple. Right, so this next poem's about a trip up to Edinburgh that I did with my mate. Hey, we got a connection going there, man. Right, so it's called Edinburgh. Checking the train signs up in London to any main line. Throwbacks to the theme will tell the same lies to inspect us, inject us with laughter so infectious. Our the morphine protects us, late night house quiet accepts us. Uni flats on time for the lectures, conversation that sets us apart, the music and the lights in the dark. It's like Kim and KO in the park, sitting in small white shards, hitting so sharp, we swallow our pride, let the crystal dress inside, allow the effects to take over our mind. We roam over the cobblestones, facts are flat, we call our own for the night, rest on the road of passing cars, and we there look up to the stars at night, alone for a moment, it can might feel bright. Never progress by my side, perfect for the evening of late July, the door opens and we make our way inside. Up the staircase, open effects of size, we cling to the side of the wall. The covered barriers to the side of the full. 4 floors tall with high ceilings, it's like feelings to entertain the sensation of going to slide, so I might just hang from the side. Just like I did in the flashback at home, searching for the purpose never known, searching for the feeling never shown. 20 years grown, still doing the same shit. Tried to gave my youth a facelift. There's a living room and do the bed up makeshift. Stuck up the sofa pillows just beneath the windows and lay on top. These nights didn't say a lot, but nor did they need to, with the actions that they spoke through, the silent stoners and the joke. These nights of stolen Kansas, one on hands, in the morning of the Lenovo plans. Bus rides and boot fairs, knock off, knock knocks, and who's there, who cares, mood shares, catching the wee snares, and 2 pairs of 3 geezers. Uncles and nieces, those that believe it, there's still a chance of achieving. There you go. Right, Alan? I think I'll do a couple more and I'll be off. Right, so I'll do this one called the Gallery because it's a nice art, it's a nice one. It's based on the Leeds Gallery over there. I walked around the gallery and I admired the paintings that I've seen 100 times before, maybe more, maybe less. I looked at the colours used to express emotion, green emotion, and green walls and canvas, and assume that it's a room for the anxious, a photo of their time, a photo of their mind. My friend Harvey last night said that camera was eye, or rather his eye was a camera. When he closed one, left the other open, he is hoping that if I go blind with one of the other lenses is broken, outspoken, outspoken. Words must be well chosen. They come to see you off the sleep in the doses. I'm keen to upkeep the dosage. The story picture, the page is chosen. No, I'm not amused. So you're not amused. I'm not supposed to see an emotion that it shows. And see, I too my life. My frame's just been broken. My canvas cast aside, and the cast aside. Feel the green shorty cast the darkness from the mindless. Someone tries to see when the sunlight tries to shine. In between the ink with which I write. There you go. And I'll do one more, and I'll be off. Right, this is one that I wrote. It's like 3-part poem. I'll read you a little part of it. It's called The Truth Is. When truth actually is called The Truth. The truth is I sort of escaping. Sometimes wondering if I should join the debate team. The innate thing is I'll just be arguing myself. And honest truth I really do, and nothing that is ain't life, simply bliss. All this truly is. I tell myself I sit by the bridge, watch the waves crash, and I cross the bridge, look amongst the trees to see what it is to still be a kid. Look climb the branches, take my chances with the heights. The wonderment of life. You say it's only twice I'm refining kite, and only one time the fight being mine. When you question the sight that it's mine, then move mate, the kitchen light ain't too bright. I'm only joking, it'll be alright. I'm only taking a piss, these lines like chips in the side, simple melodies until we get caught. Simple chance, change of our love song. It's not exactly our swan song, just one that I deem to be too long in the short end. With love from your friend John. There you go, thank you, Trevor.
This is Spike Milligan. Can't get a fucking handsome top by the way.
£5 doesn't go a long way, but neither does 100. I sat in the garden steps, freestyling to the birds, whoever hears it. Leaves in the trees. Always talking about the blowing winds and whoever can hear my words in the breeze. Anyway, I'm just talking to the trees that stay beneath the summit. Winter's coming, so I'm starting to sleep next to the heater if they're working. Mum's at work and, well, she's working. The windows don't close in the winter months and social housing need to come to fix it, but good luck with that. £5 doesn't go a long way, but neither does 100. So you don't mind me if I say I want to pick my feet up for a little bit. I find a place to chill, a place in the hills, where just keep rolling on. Go beyond, where the city lights might end. The city sights, my friend. Can't smoke the herb, but it ain't much of a trend. I want to get away from the tracksuits and the Reeboks, the tight socks, the Donny socks. I'll be direct, I'm in at Sports Direct, trying to find cheaper packs, the bumper packs, and bumping off the bumping trains, the bumpy tracks, bumpy roads, and back again down country lanes where I want to explain my way away, explain my brain away. 100 thoughts, so I try to write them down. I like the sound of my own voice sometimes, except when it's in my own mind. I don't mind when it's on the mic. But there you go. Just how I vibe, how I try to figure out what I mean, try to figure out how I see things. Best believe things, neat things. I like my neat things and organisation, though it gets frustrating because I can't actually get what I need or get what I want because I'm very unorganised. Yes, my son. My room's a mess, paintings on the walls, sketches in the diary, in the journal, all over the floorboards with my shoes and my socks battered and scattered by the door. 100 thoughts, and 100 more to come. So there you go, just let it run. Chase on till I see the setting sun. I go to the landscapes or just to watch the sunset. I don't know, mate. I don't think I'm done yet. Run checks and I check that again. Send a text just to check in with friends. Call a mate to see how he's getting on. Try and plan a trip abroad, but I don't think I can afford it just yet. Enough stress as it is. Rent's gone up and well, it ain't too bliss. But then again, it is where it is, cause ain't everyone in the same spot, working shitty day jobs. 9 to 5, yeah, it's alright, it's a vibe, cause everyone's all doing the same thing in life, but why? Like, why? Why on earth do I want to be smoking herbs of the earth? I should be peaceful without it. Don't doubt it. Silence is perfect, but I have to shout it. The warm glow of the bedroom light, trains pass us by, the warmth of the night smiles beneath the glow of the candlelight, sketching as I write with a lamp by my side. Thought you could take its place, being at work all day in the same direction as a train that I've just seen passing through the station. Patience is a virtue, the 8 PM curfew, the lessons that learnt you, the accidents that hurt you. The perfection of solitude, perfection of independence, the life's moments of unfinished sentence. Shoes in the shoe rack, the clothes piled on top, some already worn, paintings on the walls, some already torn. The night's still strong, there's still a few hours until it's dawn. It's the norm, nothing special, go downstairs to boil the kettle, make a cup of tea, the sounds of ceramics against metal, stressed out of a head full. Times regret filled and forgetful, mates are out looking for the next pool, I guess that might be the less cool. Okay, I guess cool, cigarettes by the garden with the tobacco that they left behind, look at the garden light as though I'm trying to find the signs. It's okay, I don't mind. Often said the reason to my rhymes, take shelter in wherever I can find. The seasons and its time. Go back upstairs just to write and fill the track, turn the light off and let the room fade to black. In my dreams still half asleep, though it still feels all that deep, the place where old memories like to creep. Walking down Solent streets, Manchester by the sea. Walked past the car when a man played his saxophone. I checked for my phone, found some texts and some missed calls, I missed all. Don't really regret it at all, nah mate, I'm just vibing. No need to play the fool, no need to talk about it, can just ride on through. In a silent mood, the beat poetry beats to the blood, I just like to do what I do. Read a book or two as I sit on the tube. Listen to the conversations, I've heard a few funny ones. Sorrow filled, I don't know mate, it's just how everyone gets on. And off again, the station's changed, I'll try to change the pace. Changing faces, changing outfits, changing places, changing accents. Accentuate the tones and all. Again I miss some phone calls. I'll just keep walking on, doing my own thing. Walk through the streets and some mates still try to give me a ring. I answered a couple and just said, look mate, I'm just trying to do my thing. I might link you later. See some tags upon the escalator. I've seen these things before. I don't know them at all. I just like the handwriting. Guess that's all. Anyway, come out the station, patience. I give my mates a call. See what they're saying. Jump back on the train again and I ride on to the nearest station. I walked around the gallery, admired the paintings already seen 100 times before, maybe more, maybe less. I looked at the colours used to express emotion, green emulsion and cream oils and canvas. Can assume that it's a room for the anxious, a photo of their time, a photo of their mind. My friend Harvey last night said that a camera was his eye, or rather his eye was a camera. When he closed one and kept the other open, he is hoping that if I go blind in one, the other lens isn't broken, outspoken, well spoken, words must be well chosen. If I'm to see you off to sleep when you're dozing, I'm keen to upkeep the dosage of the stories picked from the pages chosen. Are you not amused? Am I not to presume the emotions that you've chosen? See, I'm an artist. My frame's just been broken and the canvas cast aside and the casket cast aside. You see, I'm not Grimshaw to cast the darkness off my mind. I somewhat tries to see where the sunlight tries to shine in between the ink with which I write. Last night was an amazing mood. It was the first time in a while that I'd eaten any decent food. So I just laid in my room listening to reggae music, sometimes like the tunes. It helps in the mood. I sat and I was writing, I lay back down again, and I was smiling. It's been a while since it was that case, that was the way. Anyway, I saw some messages to say, we're going to the pub in a bit, do you want to come? So I spoke to some mates and we were down. The person came round and we left. I had a camera on me. For context, I just wanted to film the night as it played out, so I did. We got some drinks, we sat around the table and we spoke. We do this quite a lot, but it felt like we hadn't done it for a while, you know. The way he spoke was gentle, it was calming, it was comfortable. We sat there for a while, we were doing the unusual with the usual. We had discounted drinks because I know the guy was behind the bar. And so we're smiling, mouths so far apart. And we'll go for smokes at times. I'll be left at the table alone because I didn't have any tobacco of my own, so when I went out I rolled off someone else. We smoked and spoke with other people outside, and I filmed them as well because a week ago we did an event together and they smashed it, and I was thanking them for that. And I was telling someone else about what the event was about. It's like, it's a collective, it's a community, it's a space for friends. And I was quite drunk when I said I felt like the pole in the middle of revolving doors, but I guess they shared my thoughts. We laughed and we smiled. My mates came out and they joined in the conversation. We were talking about writing, magazines and zines and all sorts in between. Anyway, we went back in and we spoke for a while longer, and then we left. And we sat at the house and we made some food. Next morning I watched back the video, and I was like, I'm never talking again. I believe this is 20 minutes. Went to the kitchen and chewed my housemate's ear off while we made food again. I come back upstairs and I realised I am no longer a man of my word.